Maharashtra in particular, past few years, we know the issue of Maratha reservation has been hotly debated. Recently in February, in fact, the Eknath Shinde government gave reservation to the Marathas in the socially and educationally backward section, 10% reservation. Now, the issue is still not sorted. There are questions of whether there is going to be a judicial review. There is a section which demands reservation under the OBC category, and there's been a pushback from the OBC sections as well. How is this issue going to play out in the elections, and what is your stand as far as reservations for Marathas in the manner in which they seek? If I can begin with you, Atul Shah.
Yeah, reservation, it's a big demand from Marathas. It was initially Devendra Fadnavis who worked very hard on that. We could make it in a high court, but we've not been able to do it in so. But only reservation will be given by our government, and nobody can give that, because 2.5 years there was a lethargy from the previous government that we could not win in the courts. But now again the matter is in the court, and I tell you, the visionary man, the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, he was the only one who has been able to, take up to the High Court and win there. But now we have to fight in the Supreme Court.
You tell us, Krishna Hegde, what is the road ahead for those of the people watching this program and who believe in this issue? What is Shiv Sena going to offer ahead in the elections if you get the seats?
See, like I said, this is the election for the nation. This is an election for a Viksit Bharat. This is to make India a superpower. This is to make India the third largest economy. This is to see that all facilities reach the last man at the end of the queue. And this is the vision of Narendra Modi ji, that no one should go hungry in this nation. We have to be catering to everybody. 80 crore people are getting ration. Everyone we are seeing that gets water in their house, clean drinking, potable water. We have to see that all the youth getting jobs. We have to see that the children have got better schools. We have got to see that the hospitals are coming up. There are so many IITs, IIMs, ITIs, which have already come up in this Modi regime. More airports, more ports. We want to give our country and our countrymen the best. Desh hit, Jan hit और लोक हित में ये सरकार काम करेगी.
Okay, so you didn't really answer on the Maratha reservation issue.
Maratha, I will tell you.
Yeah.
See, Maratha reservation, like Atulji said, that as was the government with Devendra Fadnavis ji who had committed. Then during the Uddhav Thackeray regime, we lost in the Supreme Court. However, we filed a caveat again and filed an appeal in the Supreme Court. Our Honorable Chief Minister Eknath Shinde ji is himself a Maratha. We have already given them 10% reservation in education and jobs. However, they want more. But we want to see that the Marathas get the reservation, but the OBC are not deprived of a single percentage of reservation.
Class, so if you can just share your perspective, the perspective of the party on this issue of Maratha reservation in particular.
It's very, very simple. The Bharatiya Janata Party, when they could do it, now they can pounce on us and keep saying that we did not do it. But when they could do it, they did not do it. Now they are getting opposition from within their ranks. Chhagan Bhujbal is going to town tooth and nail saying that I'm not going to let this happen. So now, just because they are getting backlash from the people within, they are leaving it on to the honorable courts. Fair enough, leave it to the honorable courts, let the court decide. But at the same time, they know that there's opposition within their ranks. On our perspective, on our side, I'm going to tell you very clearly, we are going to sit, once we are in government, with the people from the Maratha community and work out a plan where we make sure that they get what they want. We are not going to do blame games. They can continue to do blame games, because let him tell you clearly that they are getting serious opposition within their ranks and they are unable to do this. Therefore, they are leaving it on the doorsteps of the court.
Okay, Bharat Soni, your point briefly, Lekin.
Sir, Maratha reservation has been not understood by the leaders of the Maharashtra. Okay, how it is, I'll tell you. See, look, when Devendra Fadnavis ji was there, he was saying, give me 3 weeks. Within 3 weeks, I will give Maratha reservation. This is on record, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis has said. Everybody will agree to that he has said. But after having come to power, he is unable to do it. For last 2 years, he is unable to, 1.5 years, he is unable to do it.
Bharat, your perspective would be important.
Sir, I'm coming to that. Yes. Sir, see, for giving Maratha reservation, we will have to increase that cap of 50%. That cap unless we don't increase that cap of 50%, we will not be able to give. And always there will be a fight from the OBCs, from whom that will be taken. And that is why Rahul Gandhi has said that if we want to have the amendment to that and give a cap, increase the cap, Maratha reservation and other caste reservation has to be given, OBC reservation. So that they are going to increase it. After that we will.
So that's your solution. Very briefly, Krishna, so that we can go to
Rahul
the
Gandhi
audience.
is still not aware that in most of the states it's over 62 and 72%. Possibly he has still to be aware about that. Secondly, I must say that the Maratha reservation is a
Sir, even I
very,
will have rejoined that.
very important, very.
Talking, then is
No,
I'm
no,
not.
fair.
Just making the
No,
point.
no, you
Fine,
said
fine.
about
Go ahead,
Rahul
sir.
Gandhi, so I just informed Rahul Gandhi that he is missing a point
But
here.
Krishna, you've made that point. Let me again turn to the audience members and have questions from them. Yes.
I would like to pose question to Smiling Shahaji of BJP. We talk about development. I would like to talk about development of debt. If we see in last 70 years, India in general had a debt of 50 lakh crores. But in last 10 years, we have developed a debt of almost 200 lakh crore. So 150 lakh crore debt has increased. If we see that interest payment, every day government of India every year is paying 10.5 lakh crore as an interest. Last year also we have paid 10.5 lakh as interest. Last year also almost 9 lakh as interest. And that interest payment is a wasteful expenditure, is increased because we have humongous debt in our. So we talk about Man Ki Baat, can we have Karze Ki Baat so that we adhere to fiscal deficit targets?
I really appreciate, but Dan, here is a Prime Minister and here is a Finance Minister who is so concerned about everything. He wants to develop, and look at our policy. The Commerce Ministry, we have increased our exports, and we are trying to, the gap of revenue and expenditure, plus this is being a cause of concern, yes, but he has got full command over the economy, and this will be taken up. You're right. The question is very right. All our state governments are also suffering from the same problem. But yeah, let's wait. This is just a 10 years, and it is not a big debt. You compare to the debts of the other countries, and this will be
All right,
taken
but we won't
care.
have time for cross-questioning because we'll have to take more. No, we'll have to take more questions from the audience members. Yeah.
I want to question the ruling party.
Okay.
So,
Very briefly, but keep your questions
yeah.
brief so that we can take more.
it's about healthcare. So, being a common man, we can't afford to go to private hospitals because they charge more, and in government hospital, the facilities are not compared to private hospitals. But I have seen in Mumbai, the government hospitals, they ask for reference to start the procedure. So yeah, I have seen that. So what can you do to stop that?
So
Because
corruption
it's-
within the health sector is
Yeah.
something that you're talking about.
There are municipal hospitals also, there are government hospitals also. But nobody is asking for any reference there. And plus, our Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Eknath Shinde, started now this cleanings all over the wards, 36 wards. Nobody is going to ask any questions there. You can take treatment at your house within 2 kilometers radius. There is some or the other municipal dispensary, and which is full with medicines, treatment, doctors, nurses. This has started for last 2 years. I don't know which ward you are staying in, and who has asked for your reference. Please let me know after the program. We'll look into the
No, but I don't think individually the problem should be solved. I mean, the systemic corruption.
Apla Dawakana, that's what I was talking about.
Okay. Farm distress is a reality, low crop prices, high input costs, and then the challenge goes on. I want to get a quick response from each of the leaders here about their vision and their interventions if they get the mandate from the people. If I can start with you, Atul Shahji, but very briefly, these are the last few minutes we have. Few seconds for you, 30 seconds. Go on.
About what?
Interventions for the farmers in the state and the nation.
Yeah, I know. It's a big concern in as far as the farmers of Maharashtra are concerned. I again recall my Deputy Chief Minister, Devendra Fadnavis ji. The biggest problem in as far as Maharashtra is concerned is water. For water conservation, an ambitious program was taken up by Devendra Fadnavis known as Jal Yukta Shivar. In every of Maharashtra that has gathered huge, profit. But then again, it is not an excuse. But 2.5 years when this government was there, of the Shiv Sena, Uddhavji Thackeray, that the whole program was dropped.
Sir,
but now again we've started.
You're not
Okay.
answering
And
the question.
30 seconds,
water
30 seconds is all you
very
have.
important, and we are working hard on that.
All right.
We
Your
are giving
vision into
irrigation
the fabrication.
facilities to the farmers. We are giving them compensation when, unseasonal rains damage their crops. Apart from that, there are 6,000 rupees coming from the center from Narendra Modi ji and 6,000 rupees from our government. And we give 12,000 rupees per year to every farmer family. Apart from that, electricity subsidy, fertilizer subsidy, and all kinds of subsidies are given to farmers on behalf of the government. However, we stand by the farmers, and whatever issue they face, we are with them.
Okay, Bharat, Nyaya scheme talks about in a big way for farmers. Very briefly,
Sir,
what are you going to
Congress
do for the
gives
people?
legal guarantee for MSP. MSP for farmers. It's a legal guarantee, not Modi ki guarantee or not BJP ki guarantee. It is a legal guarantee by the Congress. It is in our manifesto and we stand by it.
Okay, Clyde, your final point.
Absolutely simple answer
Yes,
that I'm
please.
going to carry forward from what he said was minimum support price. MSP is something that the farmer needs today. We are going to do that on the workings of MS Swaminathan. I mean, they gave Bharat Ratna to MS Swaminathan to show that they support, this kind of agricultural theory. But what they're not doing is, is giving the MSP. So this is what we will take up, and this is what we're going to work on is the MSP.
All right.